In this video, you'll discover the 6 essential vitamins you need to keep your legs strong and avoid potential damage that could limit your mobility. As we age, our bodies require specific nutrients to maintain the strength and flexibility we often take for granted. Have you noticed that climbing stairs feels more challenging lately? Or perhaps standing for extended periods causes discomfort that wasn't there before? These subtle changes aren't simply inevitable signs of aging. They could be your body signaling vitamin deficiencies silently undermining your leg strength. The foundation of your independence lies literally in your ability to stand strong. According to the National Institutes of Health, over 40% of adults over 50 have insufficient levels of key vitamins directly linked to muscle strength and bone integrity. This isn't just about preventing falls or injuries. It's about maintaining your freedom to move through life on your own terms. The relationship between nutrition and leg health extends far beyond the basic calcium we've all heard about. Research from the Mayo Clinic demonstrates that specific vitamin combinations work synergistically to maintain muscle mass, strengthen bones, and support the complex network of tendons and ligaments that keep us mobile. In fact, a recent longitudinal study tracked participants over 15 years, revealing that those maintaining balanced levels of certain vitamins experienced 37% less leg muscle deterioration than those with deficiencies. What makes this knowledge so powerful is its accessibility. Small intentional changes to your daily habits can dramatically impact how your body functions and feels. Throughout this guide, we'll explore each vitamin's unique contribution to leg health, providing practical strategies to incorporate them into your lifestyle without overwhelming changes or expensive supplements. The beauty of focusing on these 6 essential vitamins is that their benefits extend far beyond just leg strength. As you optimize these nutrient levels, you'll likely notice improvements in your overall energy, immune function, and mental clarity. This holistic approach acknowledges that our bodies function as interconnected systems rather than isolated parts. Your journey towards stronger legs begins with understanding how these vitamins directly impact the structural integrity of your lower limbs. Let's start by exploring the critical foundation, the vitamins that build and maintain your bones and joints, the very framework that allows for movement and stability. Often called the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D plays a critical role in your leg health that extends far beyond what most people realize. While calcium gets much of the attention for bone health, it's actually vitamin D that ensures your body can properly absorb and utilize this mineral. Without sufficient vitamin D, your bones, particularly the weight-bearing bones in your legs, gradually become porous and fragile, regardless of how much calcium you consume. Margaret, a 68-year-old former teacher from Minnesota, discovered this connection firsthand. Despite being active her entire life, she began experiencing persistent leg weakness and unexplained bone pain. "I was eating dairy products and taking calcium supplements religiously," she recalls, "but my doctor found my vitamin D levels were severely depleted after years of minimal sun exposure." 3 months after adjusting her vitamin D intake through both dietary changes and supplements, Margaret noticed remarkable improvements. "The constant aching in my thighs disappeared, and I could walk my usual 3 miles again without feeling shaky or weak." Research from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health indicates that nearly 42% of American adults are vitamin D deficient, with even higher rates among older adults and those with limited sun exposure. This deficiency significantly increases the risk of falls, as vitamin D is essential for maintaining the muscle reactivity and strength needed for balance and stability. Incorporating adequate vitamin D doesn't require drastic lifestyle changes. The most natural source remains modest sun exposure. Just 10 to 15 minutes of midday sun on your arms and legs several times weekly can make a significant difference. Food sources include fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, and fortified foods such as milk and certain cereals. For many, especially those in northern climates or with limited outdoor access, a supplement may be necessary after consulting with a healthcare provider. Vitamin K, the calcium regulator. While vitamin D ensures calcium absorption, vitamin K works as the traffic director, guiding calcium to where it belongs, in your bones, and away from where it doesn't, your arterial walls and joint spaces. This critical function makes vitamin K a silent hero in maintaining both bone density and joint flexibility, essential components of leg strength and mobility. Vitamin K actually exists in two primary forms: K1 found abundantly in leafy greens, and K2 present in fermented foods and animal products. Research published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research demonstrates that individuals with higher vitamin K intake show significantly lower rates of osteoarthritis and joint inflammation. These benefits translate directly to greater comfort and stability in movement. Thomas, a 72-year-old who struggled with joint stiffness for years, credits his remarkable improvement to regularly incorporating dark leafy greens into his diet. "My knees used to creak like rusty hinges every morning," he shares. "After 6 months of making simple changes, adding a handful of kale to my morning smoothie and enjoying collard greens with dinner several times weekly, I noticed I could garden again without wincing. The difference was so gradual I barely noticed until I realized I was moving without thinking about pain." Optimal vitamin K intake doesn't require supplements for most people. Just 1 cup of cooked kale provides over 500% of the recommended daily allowance. Other excellent sources include spinach, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and cabbage. For those unable to consume sufficient leafy greens, smaller amounts can also be found in vegetable oils, especially soybean oil, and fermented foods like natto and certain cheeses. Now that we've cemented the foundation for bone and joint health, let's look at how to repair tissues and boost energy. Equally essential components for maintaining strong, resilient legs throughout life. Beyond its reputation for immune support, vitamin C serves as the master architect of collagen, the structural protein that gives your muscles, tendons, and ligaments their resilience and elasticity. Without adequate vitamin C, your leg tissues cannot properly repair themselves after daily use, leading to progressive weakening and vulnerability to injury. Collagen makes up approximately 30% of the protein in your body, forming the essential scaffolding for your muscles and connective tissues. When vitamin C levels fall below optimal, collagen production becomes compromised, resulting in tissues that lack proper integrity. This manifests as muscles that feel weaker, tendons that become more vulnerable to strain, and a general sensation of leg instability that can dramatically impact your confidence in movement. Elena, a 64-year-old avid walker, experienced this connection firsthand after a minor calf strain that seemed to linger for months. "My physical therapist suggested increasing my vitamin C intake alongside my rehabilitation exercises," she explains. "Within 3 weeks of consciously adding more colorful produce to every meal, I noticed my recovery accelerated dramatically. What had been persistent discomfort for months improved significantly." Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition indicates that individuals with higher tissue concentrations of vitamin C recover from minor muscle injuries up to 40% faster than those with lower levels. The vitamin's role extends beyond repair to include reducing inflammation and supporting the tiny blood vessels that deliver nutrients to muscle tissue. Incorporating sufficient vitamin C doesn't require expensive supplements. Just one medium. Orange provides nearly 75% of your daily requirement. Other excellent sources include strawberries, bell peppers, broccoli, and tomatoes. The key is consistency. Your body doesn't store vitamin C efficiently, making daily intake essential for maintaining the continuous collagen production your leg muscles need. While structural integrity is crucial for leg strength, without adequate energy, muscles cannot perform optimally regardless of their condition. This is where B vitamins, particularly B6, B12, and riboflavin, become indispensable allies in maintaining leg vitality and function. These B vitamins serve as essential catalysts in the cellular processes that convert food into usable energy. They also support proper nerve function, critical for maintaining the rapid communication between your brain and leg muscles that enables coordination and strength. When these vitamins are insufficient, one of the first symptoms many experience is unexplained fatigue and weakness, particularly noticeable in the large muscle groups of the legs. Robert, a 71-year-old grandfather, struggled with progressive leg fatigue that began limiting his ability to play with his grandchildren. Even walking short distances left my legs feeling heavy and exhausted, he shares. Blood tests revealed I was significantly deficient in B12, common among older adults. After 3 months of addressing this through dietary changes and a supplement recommended by my doctor, the difference was remarkable. My legs no longer feel like they're filled with concrete by mid-afternoon. Studies from the Journal of the American Medical Association indicate that up to 15% of adults over 60 have B vitamin deficiencies significant enough to impact muscle function, with many experiencing symptoms years before receiving proper diagnosis. The subtle, gradual nature of these deficiencies often leads people to attribute their declining leg strength to normal aging rather than a correctable nutritional issue. Fortifying your B vitamin intake can be accomplished through thoughtful food choices. Lean proteins like chicken, turkey, and fish provide substantial B6 and B12. Whole grains, legumes, and dark leafy greens contribute other essential B vitamins. For many older adults, particularly those following plant-based diets, working with a healthcare provider to determine whether supplementation is necessary can be valuable, as B12 absorption becomes less efficient with age. While less commonly associated with leg health, vitamin A plays a fundamental role in maintaining the cellular integrity that keeps your leg muscles resilient and responsive. This powerhouse nutrient directs cellular growth and differentiation, essentially telling your muscle cells when and how to renew themselves after exertion or minor damage. Without adequate vitamin A, this cellular turnover becomes compromised, resulting in muscles that recover more slowly and adapt less effectively to the demands placed upon them. Research published in the Journal of Physiology demonstrates that optimal vitamin A levels can improve muscle recovery time by up to 25% compared to deficient levels. David, a 66-year-old gardening enthusiast, noticed this connection after increasing his consumption of vitamin A-rich foods. Gardening season always used to mean days of sore, stiff legs after the first few weekends of work, he explains. After learning about vitamin A's role in muscle recovery, I started regularly including sweet potatoes and leafy greens in my meals. This spring, I noticed I bounced back much more quickly from those same activities with significantly less stiffness and discomfort. The beauty of vitamin A lies in its availability through delicious, colorful foods. Orange and yellow vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, and butternut squash are particularly rich sources of beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A. Dark leafy greens like spinach and kale also provide significant amounts. For animal-based sources, eggs and liver contain pre-formed vitamin A that's readily available for your body to use. Balance is key with this nutrient. While deficiency compromises muscle recovery, excessive supplementation can be harmful. Most experts recommend obtaining vitamin A primarily through food sources rather than supplements, unless specifically advised by a healthcare provider. Physical activity, while beneficial, creates oxidative stress in your muscle cells, essentially the cellular equivalent of rust forming on metal. This oxidative damage contributes to muscle soreness, extended recovery times, and over years potentially diminished leg strength and function. Vitamin E serves as your primary defense against this process. As a powerful antioxidant, vitamin E neutralizes the free radicals generated during physical activity before they can damage muscle cell membranes and internal structures. Research from the International Journal of Sport Nutrition and Exercise Metabolism demonstrates that individuals with optimal vitamin E levels experience approximately 30% less oxidative muscle damage. Patricia, a 68-year-old dance enthusiast, discovered this benefit after adding vitamin E-rich foods to her diet. After decades of dancing, I started noticing more prolonged muscle soreness and stiffness, particularly in my legs, she recalls. My nutritionist suggested increasing my vitamin E intake through whole foods rather than supplements. Within weeks of incorporating more nuts, seeds, and olive oil into my meals, I found I could participate in longer dance sessions with less discomfort afterward. Excellent food sources of vitamin E include almonds, sunflower seeds, hazelnuts, and vegetable oils like sunflower and safflower oil. Green vegetables like spinach and broccoli also contain smaller but significant amounts. Creating a habit of including a small handful of nuts or seeds as a daily snack can substantially contribute to reaching optimal levels. Now that we know the roles of individual vitamins, it's crucial to understand the importance of maintaining proper balance, because when it comes to these nutrients, harmony matters just as much as abundance. Perhaps the most crucial yet overlooked aspect of vitamin nutrition for leg health is understanding that balance matters profoundly. Both deficiency and excess can create significant problems, particularly when it comes to fat-soluble vitamins that your body stores rather than eliminates. This delicate equilibrium becomes increasingly important as we age. Research from the HISA Journal of Nutrition in Gerontology and Geriatrics reveals that approximately 35% of adults over 60 unwittingly create imbalances through uncoordinated supplementation, taking multiple products that contain overlapping nutrients without realizing the cumulative effect. Consider Eleanor's experience, a 73-year-old who developed unexplained muscle weakness despite her dedication to health. I was taking a multivitamin plus separate calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin A supplements, thinking more was better, she explains. My doctor discovered I had developed vitamin A toxicity, which was actually damaging the very leg muscles I was trying to strengthen. After 3 months of correcting this imbalance, my strength began returning. While deficiencies remain more common than toxicities, this example highlights why professional guidance matters. The margin between optimal and excessive intake narrows with age due to changes in metabolism and kidney function. For instance, the difference between beneficial and potentially harmful vitamin D levels can be as little as 20 nanograms per milliliter in blood measurements, a narrow window that makes regular assessment valuable. The solution isn't avoiding supplements altogether, but approaching nutrition holistically. Regular blood work can identify specific deficiencies that need targeted attention rather than shotgun supplementation. Many healthcare providers recommend comprehensive vitamin panels every 12 to 18 months for adults over 60, with more frequent monitoring for those with chronic conditions or who take multiple medications. The interplay between medications and vitamins adds another layer of complexity. Common prescriptions for blood pressure, cholesterol, and acid reflux can significantly impact how your body absorbs and utilizes certain vitamins. For example, acid reducers can decrease vitamin B12 absorption by nearly 50% when used regularly, directly affecting energy production in leg muscles. Translating vitamin knowledge into daily habits doesn't require dramatic lifestyle overhauls. Simple, sustainable changes often yield the most significant long-term benefits for leg strength and overall mobility. Creating a colorful plate represents one of the most effective strategies. Nutrition experts at Tufts University recommend visualizing your meals as opportunities to include at least 3 different colored fruits or vegetables, naturally incorporating diverse vitamins without complex calculations or expensive supplements. Barbara, a 69-year-old who transformed her leg strength over 6 months, shares her approach. I created what I call my leg strength breakfast bowl, plain Greek yogurt topped with berries for vitamin C, walnuts for vitamin E, and a sprinkle of fortified cereal for B vitamins. It takes 2 minutes to prepare, but has made a noticeable difference in how my legs feel throughout the day. Strategic meal pairing also enhances absorption of critical vitamins. For instance, consuming vitamin K-rich leafy greens with healthy fats like olive oil increases absorption by up to 400% compared to eating these foods separately. Similarly, vitamin C-containing foods enhance iron absorption, indirectly supporting the oxygen transport needed for optimal muscle function. For those who cook infrequently, batch preparation preserves nutritional value while saving time. Preparing. Vitamin-rich foods like roasted vegetables, hard-boiled eggs or marinated beans at the beginning of each week ensures healthy options remain accessible even when motivation wanes. Freezing berries and leafy greens at peak freshness maintains their vitamin content far longer than refrigeration alone. When supplements become necessary, approaching them as precision tools rather than blanket solutions yields better results. Work with your healthcare provider to identify specific gaps in your nutrition. Then select targeted supplements with appropriate dosages rather than mega formulations with unnecessary components. Margaret Wilson, aged 78, represents the transformative potential of balanced vitamin nutrition. After 3 falls within 6 months, her independence seemed increasingly tenuous. My children were starting to talk about assisted living, which terrified me, she recalls. Working with a geriatric nutritionist, she discovered significant deficiencies in vitamins D, B12 and K, all critical for leg strength and stability. We created a comprehensive approach that included targeted supplements and dietary changes focused on nutrient-dense foods, Margaret explains. Within 4 months, I noticed substantial improvement in my leg strength and balance. It's been 2 years now without a fall, and I still live independently in my own home. Dr. Elizabeth Chen, a geriatric specialist with 25 years of experience, emphasizes that Margaret's experience isn't unusual. Many mobility issues we attribute to inevitable aging actually represent correctable nutritional deficiencies, she explains. Approximately 70% of my patients show measurable improvement in leg strength and stability when we address specific vitamin imbalances, particularly the 6 we've discussed. Physical therapist Robert Jackson adds that vitamin optimization dramatically enhances the effectiveness of strength training. Patients with balanced vitamin levels typically progress 30 to 40% faster in rehabilitation programs, he notes. Their muscles recover more efficiently between sessions, allowing for more consistent improvement over time. Nutritionist Sofia Rodriguez highlights the psychological benefits that accompany physical improvement. When people regain confidence in their leg strength, their entire world expands, she observes. They resume activities they love, maintain social connections, and experience significantly less anxiety about their future independence. The improvement in quality of life extends far beyond physical measurements. Throughout this guide, we've explored how 6 essential vitamins, D, K, C, B complex, A, and E, work together to build and maintain strong, resilient legs. Each plays a unique role. Vitamin D and K create the structural foundation through bone and joint health. Vitamin C and B vitamins energize and repair your tissues, while vitamins A and E protect and renew your cells for ongoing strength. The beauty of this approach lies in its accessibility. Small, consistent changes to your nutrition can yield profound improvements in your mobility, stability, and independence. Whether it's enjoying morning sunlight while having breakfast for vitamin D, adding colorful vegetables to your lunch for vitamins A and C, or including nuts and seeds in afternoon snacks for vitamin E, these simple habits collectively transform your leg health. Your legs truly represent the foundation of your independence. They carry you through your daily activities, connect you with loved ones, and enable you to explore the world around you. By nurturing them through thoughtful nutrition, you're investing in your ability to live life on your own terms. Remember, this journey isn't about perfection but progress. Begin by implementing 1 or 2 suggestions that resonate with you. Then, gradually build upon that foundation. Consider consulting with healthcare providers who can provide personalized guidance based on your specific needs and medical history. As you take these steps toward optimized leg health, you're not just preventing decline. You're actively cultivating strength, stability, and confidence. Every nutrient-rich meal, every mindful supplement, every informed choice moves you toward a more active, independent, and joyful life. Your future self will thank you for the mobility and freedom these choices preserve and enhance.